Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a new episode of Transport Fever. We're currently looking at one of the roads near the quarry, and the reason for that is I have been upgrading lots of roads, and I wanted you to show how to do that because I didn't do that. Basically, country road tool, select it and click, and that's it. You also see it gives a very nice outlining the moment it turns to a smaller one. Now, I was having problems here until I found out that every once in a while removing a bunch of signals actually works. So with that working nicely, and on top of it I need to figure out directions. On top of that we also have, that's not right? No, that wasn't right. We also have the nice electric signals now. And they look like this. They aren't the ones as they are looking in my country. Okay, that's done. They aren't looking the way they are looking in my country, but at least it's working. So I have been upgrading lots and lots of roads, and then realized I've got a part here, or better said, I didn't realize it, but I have forgotten some parts here. I found out when doing this recording before. Country roads, medium, no ownership, electric tram. Here we go. No tram. And I don't know why I forgot it. I do know that I just deleted a 45-minute recording because I was messing things up that badly that I was like, it's perhaps a better idea to simply start over. Not with this, but I was building train tracks and I ended up with the cargo part. Yeah, this is one of the things that could happen. Collision, because the truck station is too close to the industry. So I'll just leave it. I found out that I had a lot like that. A lot of the train tracks and everything I constructed at the wrong spot. And I was like, okay, I can completely demolish things and start over. Or, hang on, sneeze. Right, sorry for that. I was like, I can demolish everything from that station and start over, or given how much time I had been wasting on explaining a few things, I may as well stop everything and start the recording again. And I'm doing again something wrong over here. So yes, I decided to do everything again, because in the end that would be easier and in a way cheaper, as keep on messing around and keep doing things wrong. So if you wonder what I was doing, well, one of the things I've been looking at is boat transportation. I still haven't figured out how to, because all the industries are pretty far away from water. That's one of the problems. So I will always need some road transport. Oil is having the problem that any refinery that is, that's oil well, by the way. Any refinery is doing a 2-to-1 conversion. So that's not really useful, which means I always need a feeder oil well near a refinery, or I need to accept a 50% capacity loss. And while I do have some options here, for instance, oil to that refinery, including feeder, then ship it here, turn it into plastic, bring it back. No, I don't see the profit from that. At least not yet. So both shipments is off. What I am going to do, we have an oil well here, refinery there. This one needs fuel and goods. So I may actually, that's what I was thinking of anyway, connect those two. That's one thing, because that way I have option to transport plastics and perhaps get something done. The trees can be connected here, so I can actually set up a triangle. Trees, planks, oil, plastic, and get it all transported here to turn into goods. Something like that. But I want to add the lower part to my network. So some point I have to do that. I just haven't figured it out. What I am going to do, and this time without making a mistake, build passenger cargo tracks to this point. And what I did before was setting everything up over here because, yes, this is the perfect area. Except what I ran into, I have the commercial and residential zones here. I have my industry here. I had actually this removed, disconnected, and one big station. Everything was nicely set up with the passenger tracks platform on this side. I connected everything here and then found out that the cargo side, the part I had set up for cargo, was on the right. And on the right, we have the passenger trains. So they had to cross at some point. Everything was making such a mess. I was like, you know what? Screw it. So what am I going to do? I'm going to set up the station on the left. This gives me a little bit more opportunity actually for cargo, because I can put the cargo station on the left and the passenger on the right city side, which means I can nicely set up a good truck station, etc., etc. So is it going to be easier? Yes, I think so. Except this time I have to make adjustments to the train station. I will set everything up. I do need two platforms, but given that there's not much of a difference between the two and the three platforms, let's do something else first. That one is going to get quite some distance from the city. Oh well, never mind. Something like this. Yeah, something like that, because of this. I need tram tracks, by the way. No tram tracks. Yes, tram tracks, but no upgrading. Right, now this works. Buildings, passenger, a nice part. Let's see, that's the other side. Am I able to give it? No, I am not. That's a shame. So I'm only able to give it an entrance exit if it's single. Right. If it's a one-way street. You're right. So the one I want to use is either too big or too small. Oh well, I can use that one and we get a real mess. So maybe I should. Still doesn't matter. At least it's connected to the train station. That's the most important thing. And the other way around. So this is going to become the high-speed track. And I should have built the other one without catenary, but never mind that. Because there's always a way to upgrade things back. That doesn't work. And that doesn't work either. This does. My cargo platforms don't need catenary. I think I said that in the previous episode. Now let's think this one does, because this one is going to become the other bypass. The next one doesn't. So 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to change my mind probably about one thing. I have to use the same idea as I am doing with the other station. One of the things I have been considering in the part that I deleted was actually set up two tracks here, having no platforms, or better said, platforms like this down in the center, and connect the buildings to that. By doing so, I would create something like this. And the thing with that is I have a platform here. So this entire track can be used by the train without a problem for loading and unloading on this platform without a problem. This platform all the way here could also be used, but because the track ends here, it's a one-way trip. Let's turn this off, otherwise we have that awful white a lot, which means everything coming in from this side or that side will end up here, is able to load and unload from this platform, which all seems very nice, and has to go back on the same tracks. And that may cause a small problem, because having a station like that may block traffic at some point, simply because a train is too long and it would actually end up over the switch. A second alternative I have is moving this part to the back and thus creating a very long track for that train to stop at. But in a way, I'm like, I don't know if that's a good idea. So that's why I said that I'm going to keep doing the same thing I've done at the other stations and simply build the platform like this, which means one track is serving two platforms. There's nothing I can do about it. But the advantage is that I don't have to run into a problem with trains being locked out. And that means everything will end up like this. Now I need to check another thing because I need to change the name. Done. So I have the usual 4-5 platform at one track. Nothing I can do about it. That's one thing. Next, building tracks with catenary. And I'm starting out at him. He doesn't need catenary. This one will follow the other one for quite some time. But in the end, it will split off. And that one was needing catenary. Because this will end up at the passenger side. I just hope I haven't ruined things. Ah, no, it's upgraded because it's also high track. Okay, high speed tracks. That's going to be connected to him. And now I'm back at doing the fun part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Let's start here. No. See, I made this mistake before. This is one of the mistakes I made in the previous recording, that I was setting up my tracks and forgot that I have to do a double track instead of a single one. This is working. First thing I'm going to do is make sure the trains will stop in time. That means him and him are going to need signals. I will do the rest later. Let's see if I'm able to split it. Here we go again. Because this part is going to be cargo. The other part is going to be passenger train. I need to keep high speeds. So let's make an early split. Nice. And nice. Just missing the poles, but it's working. It's looking a bit weird without the poles. And the rest can be done without catenary. Let's see, does this work? Looks like it. That's what happens when you're missing one pixel. Now, to correct that one mistake I made, this one is becoming the high-speed track, which means the only part up here which is actually using a bit of catenary. You got to be kidding. I'm making the same mistake again. And in case you wonder, I need to add another track for the cargo trains and start splitting from that one. Right, now what? Ah, that's why. And it's working. I only need to add a new signal here. Move that one up and move that one up. And remove those two. Add signals. Here, I already did that. I always need to keep this part clean. Which means my first signal there. Now, time for track building again. At least things are a little bit easier now. Talking about. What is he talking about? I don't get it. Never mind. So this is that bypass track. So let's start switch up here. If I keep making mistakes, things will never be done right. Here we go again. So this is possible. I was about to say, but this isn't. Now it is. So we've got the switch with power lines from the passenger track this direction to get on the high speed bypass track. So no matter what happens, I will always have the train to bypass. I will always have tracks for the train to do a bypass. Sorry. The only thing that needs to be done is the last one again. To make sure the trains actually stop at the right platforms. And one without. Done. That's it. Next, signals. Those are the fun parts, always. In general, I'm doing the same thing as previous stations. So, platform 1, wait until platform 2 has passed. Platform 3 has to wait. Like this. Bypass is always, yeah. That means he needs to wait too. No, Same here. You and you need to wait. Bypass. Except um, you need to wait here. You need to wait here. This is bypass. Not at the same point, otherwise they keep waiting for each other forever. There. And this one can remain the same. Do I have anything? Yep, we have anything here. No need to. Now, time to set the signals. In this case, they are going one way. This is the crossing, so nothing happens there. Wait. Can't do that because that would severely give me big problem, a real big problem. And with that, I mean that at some point a train will actually stop right on all those diamond crossings. We've had that in, I think it was the previous episode or the one before that. I can't remember. One of the last two episodes where a train was blocking over here at Starum. Train blocked the access. And I had to turn them, give the turn back order, go forward order, and whatever. So, everything is set up except for one thing. Train, new line, phantom, passenger, and here comes the big test. It works. Although in my opinion, it should move to this line a little bit faster. Right. That's not how it should be done. There's the waypoint. That's how it should be done. And platform 3 is also the right stop. Quite nice. I could put it at 2. And have the other one. Nah, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. So, starting here, ending up there. That's one part. Next part. Building, passenger, bus, tram stop. Right, get one's attention. Silly kid. She's sometimes a very silly kitten. There isn't much to travel, actually. No tram tracks yet. And the AI can do anything else if they want to. Going around. Coming here. Ha! Here's the fun part again. I'm quite certain that a lot of people will pick up to go that direction. Yeah, everything's covered. Except for one thing. I forgot that one. Really, cats. Yeah. Cats don't mind if you're actually recording or not. If they want to jump on your lap, they're going to jump on your lap no matter what. So, yeah. At least she's happy now. New line. Because I want to have this finished. Count the clock. Wait. Nice. It's doing that in the right way. With some luck, I'm going to get the same thing. Wonderful. This is the usual thing. Except that I have to scroll up every and done. We're actually going to move today. Going to do something, people. Our buses are going to drive. You have to keep some distance in between, so I also noticed we had a road upgrade the moment the buses started to move, which is quite nice. Maybe getting a new building. Okay. We already have a passenger. have no idea about frequency and rate at the moment. But considering it's a pretty small route and a very small city, I don't think it'll be that high. Probably something around 90 seconds, perhaps even below that. Let's find out. 50. Okay. I remember I did something else too. Oh no, it's back at normal again. So this part is done. That's all looking okay, although I think that personally that should be better. Well, we have commercial area here, so those 4 bus stops are going to make sure that everybody is able to get to commercial and the industrial building, so that's a good thing. Now my cargo options are something I have to look at, so time to stop things again. I need city streets first. At least I have enough room right now. I'm going to do this different. Crap. I don't need that much transport over there. I got grain. I should be able to cover the forest. Not sure about the iron, but the forest and at least one farm here. Do I have a food factory available? Yes, here. This is only a feeder line, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. But I don't need food yet. I need fuel, which is a little bit harder to get. And I need 2 stops for my trucks. Unless I played smart. Aye, fuel and goods. I won't build. I won't build a truck drop-off point yet, because if the city grows a little bit, once I start working with passenger traffic, I may need 2. So I have to see how things develop first. I will set up a truck station in advance. And after that, I'm going to do one more thing. And that's buying a new train. And I think next episode, the only thing I'm going to do is following that train. This one's going around. That one needs to be connected before the tunnel. That problem solved. Next. Ain't that looking nice or what? Actually, I'm not sure, but never mind. At least I have the ability to bring logs and grain to my cargo station and later process it elsewhere, like there for the grain. We have a sawmill here, which I could connect from him. Station is going on the south side, by the way. So I actually may have to cross this road because I want a station here. Logs, planks, and the planks can be taken up here, and I can pick steel up over here. Yeah, things are starting to work out. Like I said, there's one more thing to do. And that's immediately switching over here because that's going to make things easier. That is, buy a new train. And just for fun, we have a steam train going 120, but currently our cars are having a 100 km per hour top. We also have two electric trains, of which one is also doing the 100 per hour top. So I'm going to do this. One train. I think I have 5 usually. I'm going to keep it at 5 for the time being. Copy this. Did I have 6? I had 6. 6 on him. 6 on him. Okay, so we're going to do 6. Starting by 1. Using the wrong DOS command. And done. Now, I'm going to close this because it's already 1 hour and 15 minutes. But I will continue immediately by recording, by following this train, and we're going to write a large part of the next recording with the new electric train, so we can enjoy that. I hope you've been enjoying everything done today. I did, although I didn't start at the right spot, but yeah, mistakes happen. I eventually was enjoying it, so I hope you did too. I hope to see you next week. Have a good week. Goodbye.